Welcome to all students in subject APA. Today we discuss about different basic concepts of APA. The solution of any physical problem can be obtained in the three different ways via analytical, experimental and numerical methods. In analytical method is a classical approach gives 10% accurate results but applicable only for simple problems like cantilever and simply supported beams. In second method is the experimental method and is used for actual measurement of physical quantities such as vibration measurement by FFT, principal stresses and strains by photoelastic or strain gauge reset method. Lastly, numerical method and is the mathematical representation of physical problem gives approximate solution for the complex problems. Number of numerical methods are available for solving a physical problem like finite element method, finite volume method, finite difference method. Finite element method is most popular numerical tool for solving engineering problem. The method is general enough to handle any complex shape, any specified material properties, boundary conditions and loading conditions. As stated, APM is a numerical method to obtain approximate solution for complex engineering problems. The definition of APM is hidden in its word itself. Basic theme is to make calculate at only limited finite number of points and then interpolate the results of the entire domain. Like we mentioned finite, any continuum has infinite degree of freedom and it is just not possible to solve the problem in this format. APM reduces the degree of freedom from infinite to finite with the help of discretization. The assembly of such discrete parts represents the original body. In element and node, each part of the discretized body is called as element. Every element has one or more nodes. The elements are connected to each other at nodes only. Entirely joining nodes and forming specific shape such as bar, triangular or quadrilateral is known as element. More the number of elements, more accurate are the results, but it increases calculations required for the solution. In introduction to finite element analysis, this is the diagram. Okay. Now we discuss about what is element analysis. The finite element method is a numerical technique for finding approximate solutions to boundary value problem for partial differential equations. In simple terms, APM is a method for dividing up a very complicated problem into small elements that can be solved in relation to each other. Useful for problems with complicated geometries, loadings and material properties where analytical solution cannot be obtained. How does finite element analysis work? APA uses a complex system of points called nodes which make a grid called a mesh. This mesh is programmed to contain the material and structural properties which define how the structure will react to certain loading conditions. Nodes are assigned at a certain density throughout the material depending on the anticipated stress levels of a particular area. Regions which will receive large amounts of stress usually have a higher node density than those which experience little or no stress. Points of interest may consist of fracture point of previously tested material, fillets, corner, complex details, and high stress areas. The mesh acts like a spider web in that form each node. There extends a mesh element to each of the adjacent nodes. This web of vectors is what carries the material properties to the object, creating many elements. In type of engineering analysis, the structural analysis. Structure analysis consists of linear and non-linear models. Linear models use simple parameters, assume that the material is not plastically deformed. Non-linear models consist of stressing the material parts, its elastic capabilities. The stresses in the material then vary with the amount of deformation. Vibration analysis. It is used to test a material against random vibrations, shock and impact. Each of these incidences may act on the natural vibrational frequency of the material, which in turn may cause resonance and subsequent failure. In fatigue analysis helps designers to predict the life of a material or structure by showing the effect of cyclic loading on the specimen. Such analysis can show the area where crack propagation is most likely to occur. Failure due to fatigue may also show the damage tolerance of the material. In analysis of fatigue in frames of a locomotive, this is the diagram for fatigue analysis. Now we discuss about heat transfer analysis. In heat transfer analysis, models the conductivity or thermal fluid dynamic of the material or structure. These may consist of a steady state or transient transfer. Steady state transfer refers to constant thermal properties in the material that yield linear heat diffusion. This is the thermal analysis of shell and tube heat exchanger. So today we discuss about finite element analysis, basic thing. So thanks all of you.